Alright guys, so it's been out for quite some time, Elden Ring. I've streamed it a few times, and I've been playing my way through it. Now, when I first saw this game revealed, I was like, alright, this is going to be a game that I'm going to try to sink the teeth into. Now, I'm going to be honest, when it comes to Bloodborne or Dark Souls or Demon Souls, I've pretty much rage quit those. I absolutely suck when it comes to those games, but Elden Ring was actually the one that I've spent the most time on. I don't know whether because it's a lot more, I guess, accessible and player friendly. To me, it seems like it's a lot easier than the other games that are, I guess, in this Dark Souls genre type of game. Or maybe it's just because it feels a little bit more of a different enjoyable experience. So it has that open world aspect to it that leaves the imagination to the mind. It's basically a journey that you make yourself. So you're free to go right at the beginning of the game, anywhere you would like on the map. And this is what I liked. And I quickly found myself going to areas of the map where I was just getting crushed and creamed. But along the way, I was also finding items and armor and different types of stuff to help power my character up. Now, sure, I spent a majority of it dying. That's to be expected with, From Software's series of games that are like this. But that's the enjoyment. For some reason, Elden Ring just kept me captivated enough to where I was just sinking some serious time into this. And then I found myself looking up different walkthroughs and guides and tips and tricks. And that's the beauty of Elden Ring, honestly. If you haven't played any of the Dark Souls games, don't worry. This one basically allows you to play it the way you want. And I think that makes it much more enjoyable than a Demon Souls, a Dark Souls, or Bloodborne. I feel that the environment is an endless Easter egg for you to go around. There's always something to discover on this map. And I think the world looks amazing. You'll see ruins of castles and, old burned down towns and monsters that just pop out of nowhere. Huge monsters, huge, ogre looking, troll looking characters. And it just feels like you're in an epic cinematic adventure. And that is what kept me captivated. So I love the way that this game looks. Now the combat, just like all the other Souls games, you parry, you dodge, you have a light attack, a heavy attack, you got magic, you can use items that you throw, you can heal yourself. It all based down to your character's stats. If your character is too slow, or if you're carrying too much of a load, or your armor weighs too much, you're going to be chonk rolling. You're going to be rolling and dodging really slow. So you have to kind of strategize your character's loadout. And then you're also able to choose what kind of race you are. You're also able to choose what kind of focus you are, whether you're a warrior or a vagabond or a samurai. There's all sorts of different character options. And I went ahead and went with the Vagabond class because I feel that that was the most, I guess, down the middle. And so far it's working, but there are times where I wish I had a little bit more ranged attacks and stuff. So you can play this game in a different variety of ways. I don't think there's any way that a single playthrough will be the same, even if you go back and replay yourself. I think it all comes down to how you want to play. And I've noticed there's some bosses that were just extremely easy from the beginning, and then there's bosses that were in earlier parts of the game, like the guy that's on the horse at the beginning, where I just can't kill them no matter how much I level up. So a good portion of the game has been going and grinding, which is pretty standard in RPG games, but never once really at any moment of me playing this game did I feel that the grind was just so tedious or so boring. I feel that the beauty of Elden Ring is that I'll be in the middle of a grind, like in a field somewhere, killing enemies, and then all of a sudden I'll see a cave, like in the wall next to me, or some kind of building, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go and check that out. And then I end up spending the next hour inside of a cave, leveling up and killing creatures and stuff. It's like, I don't know, it reminds me of the first time that I played Skyrim, honestly, where I was just entranced with it, where I was just spending hours upon hours just grinding away and not really progressing forward in the main story, which this Elden Ring, you know, there is a main story, but the game doesn't really force it upon you. It's super non-linear, and it's up to you to figure out how you would want to get there and stuff. I think I've killed probably about 12 bosses at this point. I did hit a plateau a little bit, but I think that just means I need to level up the character and kill a certain boss to where I'll get a certain I believe it's the one where the castle is. It's like there's a bridge, and then the person comes down, and you know, you have to kill them, but they have a big golden hammer. I can't get past that guy. I think once I get past that guy, I'll be able to progress the story. But I gotta tell you guys, and I'm not even a fan of the Souls series. I know that's gonna upset a lot of people. I can appreciate them and respect them, but I'm not as diehard. It's really a niche series of games. Elden Ring, I feel, is a good attempt at making a more fleshed out experience for, I guess, dirty casuals like myself when it comes to playing a game like this. But I definitely gotta say, in regards to games so far in 2022, Elden Ring is easily up there as a Game of the Year candidate for me. It's still early in the year. It's only March. There could be a lot of other games coming out that you have your eye on. But I just knew going into Elden Ring that this was definitely going to be something special, something that was a bit more of a journey, something that I wouldn't forget. I mean, you get the ability to create a character, you get to basically go into a huge open world environment where you can go literally anywhere on the map, and this map is gigantic, it's enormous. I still haven't even probably covered half of it, just based on the hours that I've had, but I've encountered so much, so many bosses, so many enemies, seen so much stuff, and I'm still pretty early in the game. That's impressive. There's all sorts of different skills, you know, abilities that you can choose your character from, and then, you know, just basically grind out that character's strengths and, you know, their stamina. And I don't know, honestly, I think the beauty in this is that it just doesn't feel like it's trapped. Like when I played Dark Souls in the past, it felt like I was just constantly like trapped in corridors and little areas, and it was real claustrophobic feeling, and then it was like you're just getting killed, and it just felt so relentless. And in this game, while it is difficult, while it is challenging, at any moment that I decide the heat is getting too hot for me in the kitchen, I could just get on my mount and right away and go somewhere else and see if I have better luck. And to me, that just made it that much more enjoyable. So I could definitely get into this game. Elden Ring so far is an amazing gaming experience. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I am going to be streaming it a lot more on my gaming channel, which feel free to come and check that out. I stream most nights. So yeah, feel free to watch me play some more Elden Ring. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you so much.